because there's always some makeup going on. Hi guys, and welcome back to Beauty Fortified. I'm Sue. If you're new here, welcome. I make videos for the mature woman on hair care, skincare and makeup. Today I thought I would do a natural makeup look using minimal product. I'm using 2 eyeshadows, a blush, a bronzer and some mascara, as well as my foundation. And this is just an everyday simple go-to look. It's perfect for work or just the occasion where you want a little bit of makeup, you want to look a little bit polished, but you don't want to go to an extreme effort. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, keep on watching. So I have done my foundation. Today I have used the Bobbi Brown Skin Long Fluid Powder Foundation. I'm obsessed with this at the moment. I have done a video about this which I'll link up above. I have used my SPF Nivea No Shine SPF 50. And I'm going to start with the eyes. So I'm using 2 very neutral shades. I'm going to be starting off with a MAC shade in the crease, and this is called Kid. And it's a kind of cool crease color, cool light beigey crease color. And so I'm taking my MAC pencil brush. This is a new acquisition and I'm absolutely loving this. Loving it. I'm just going to dip it into the shade and then I'm just going to take it along the crease. So it's a very, very light shade, but it's just gives you a hint of definition in the crease. I'm going to add a little bit more just now with a fluffier brush, but I'm just kind of carving that out for now. And it's very, very light. You could go with something a little bit darker, but I really like this shade. So I'm just carving out the crease with that. And then just to build on that, I'm going in with my MAC 217 and just going to deepen that up. So it just gives a hint of definition to the eye. And you don't need to be too precise with this color because it's just very, very light. So as long as you've blended out the harsh edges. But I like it because it is so understated. It looks like nothing, but it just gives you a hint of definition. And then once I'm happy with that, I'm going to go back in with my pencil brush on the lower lid. I'm just going to take the same shadow, and this just gives you the illusion of a shadow underneath your eyes. So not doing any eyeliner. I'm just keeping it very natural, but again just adding a hint of definition. And you could deepen this up if you wanted to by wetting the brush, dipping it into the shadow. So that's just given me a tiny bit of definition under the eye. Then I'm going to go in onto the lid with a neutral peachy shade, and this is called Tete Tint. This is also a MAC, and I'm just going in with my eyeshadow, my Color eyeshadow brush. This is like a no-name brand brush, but I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite lid brushes. And I'm just going to pat the shadow onto the lid. And this shadow just gives you a very neutral finish, like a very kind of polished, understated finish. So it's perfect. It's perfect for every day. I'm just going to pat that in. And then using my pencil brush again, I'm going to take a little bit of the Tete tint and I'm going to go in just on my lower lash line with this color. Just very lightly. Just gives it a lovely nudie soft effect. And now I'm going to do my brows. So I haven't lined them or filled them in. I'm going to use my Benefit Gimme Brow. This is the brow fiber gel and I'm just going to go over them with this. I'm not going to do my whole brow routine today. This is just nice and quick and easy. Depends on how sparse your brows are. If you want to fill them in, you can, obviously. But it just takes a little bit more time. This is really good for just keeping everything going in the same direction. My eyebrows seem to have a life of their own. I don't know why. I mean, who would have thought that eyebrows could? You know, they're just supposed to be things, small hairs that are there on your face, but they can give us so much trouble. So I'm happy with that. Nothing too dark, but it just gives them a little bit of definition. I'm going to do my mascara last. So now I'm going on to cheeks, and today I'm using my MAC blush in Melba, and this is a beautiful everyday pink. It's got no shimmer to it, it's completely matte, and I'm using a Kala blush brush for that. Just going to dip it in to the shadow, and then sort of starting in the middle of the cheek and blending it out. Just applying a thin layer which I can build up, but it's just, this is a gorgeous color for every day. Just nice and subtle, and I'm just putting it on with light tapping motions. So this brush is really soft and it's not densely packed at all, so it does give you a nice wash of color. So just blending that, taking it onto my apples slightly and blending it up, and then you're just going to blend this side onto the apples. I'm not applying any more product, but I'm just blending it out. And then I am going in with my Essence Baked Highlighter. This is the one that I use all the time. It looks like that, and it's just got a beautiful bronzy kind of glowy effect. You could use a bronzer if you wanted to. And I'm going in with my Real Techniques shaping brush. And I love applying this because it gives you a kind of sun-kissed glow. So I'm going to take some at the top of my cheeks. And you absolutely do not need to do this step, but I find it just brings a little bit of life to the skin, you know, without doing the whole highlighting thing. Just adds a little bit of life. And I just always pop a little bit on the apples. But this foundation, I can see it's going to be a real workhorse for me. It feels like skin, and it looks like skin. It just looks so unobtrusive. I just really like it. It's a great find. I would highly recommend it. Just taking a slightly bigger powder brush just to diffuse that out, because I do tend to go a little bit boss with my blush. It's just, I just love blush, but we want it to be blended. And now I'm going in with the mascara, and I'm using my MAC False Lash Effect in black. I'm just going to put a couple of coats of mascara on, a couple of coats of this on. And so I want my eyes to be kept clean, polished, if that's a word that you can use for eyes. So when I apply this, I don't want any clumping, so I'm just going to gently lift my eye, because my eyes are slightly hooded, and this will just prevent the mascara from getting onto the upper lid, because it can end up looking a little bit messy if you get it on there, and it is quite a mission to take off. So now that I'm happy with the top lashes, I'm just going to take what is left on the brush and apply it to the bottom lashes. Just a very light coat, just to give them a little bit more definition. So now for lips, I'm going to keep it very simple and neutral. I am using a lip liner all over the lips, and this is a Wet n Wild gel liner in, I think the color is Bare Beige, and I'm really liking this. It's not one I'd seen in the range before, and it's probably something that's going to be discontinued if it hasn't already. But I like the color. It just gives you a nice kind of pinky nudie color, and then I'm just going to use it all over my lips. And then to top off the lips, I'm going to be using some Elizabeth Arden 8R cream, just to add a little bit of shine, just to finish them off. And so guys, that's the finished look. So it's not so much a no makeup look as a pared down basic natural makeup look, because there's always some makeup going on. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. Please subscribe, and I will see you next time. Ciao, ciao.